What's good? What's good? What's really, really good? It's the band you all know and love, Edigga. That's right. Hey, you know what time it is. You know what we doing right now. And just in case if you don't know what we're doing or what you're watching. Get ready for the hottest online TV show. It's Let's Talk with Edigga, live in the studios of Charm City Direct TV. And now, your host, the man you all know and love, Edigga. That's right. Hey, live in the studios of Charm City Direct TV, it's Let's Talk with Edigga right here on Charm City Direct TV. Make sure you are tuned in. And if you don't know how to tune in, it's real simple. You just go to the fan page of Charm City Direct TV at facebook.com/Charm City Direct TV. That's right. And tonight, we have a special guest that's going to come on momentarily. But first, I need to tell everybody that this just isn't a show where you just sit down and watch. You can engage in the conversation. You ain't got to hear me talk all the time. You can engage in the conversation. You can ask the guest some questions. You can comment with the guest. You see what I'm saying? That's the type of show that we have. Engagement. Say it with me. All right. Hey, I'm about to bring her on tonight. Special guest, entrepreneur, and author. Love it. Love it. Miss Sally McGuire. Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing, ma'am?
Good night. I'm doing fine.
I know that's right. We was chopping it up a little bit and getting some information from you. First and foremost, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
And we want to know all about your books, how you became an author, your entrepreneur venture. We want to know all of that right here on Let's Talk with Edigga. But first and foremost, I love to ask the question, how did you get started? What was that motivation to get you started?
When I was very young, a teenager, I read a lot. I read a lot of books.
Okay.
Usually when I would read the books, I would say to myself, this book is missing something. This book should end in this particular way. That's what I would say to myself. And I also I always kept a journal as well. So because of those two main factors, I wanted to write, because I always believe that I can do so much better than some of the books that I've read. I always believe I can do much better. So I started writing my own books. Yeah.
That's what's up. I like that. That you at a young age.
Yes.
That you looked at books and said, this is missing something. And that's pretty much how it started.
Yes, that's how it started for me. And I still do. I have a very, very wide, creative imagination. I do, Yes. I would look at one particular thing and I would swing it in different direction. I would think so many different things about that one particular thing. So as I said, I'm very creative. So writing just fits right into my life.
That's what's up. Love it. Love it. Now, as far as the entrepreneur venture, what is that you do? I overheard a little bit what you were saying about boutiques. As far as the entrepreneur venture, what is it that you do? Tell the people out there what you do.
Well, I just started, me and my friend, we just started this new online swimsuit boutique. It's online, and we basically supply, or we sell anything that's related to the beach. Things like bathing suit, lotions, hats, flip-flops, books. We sell anything that relates to the beach, and we're trying to target the islands in the Caribbean, because as we know, the beach is like a huge part of the island life. So that's what we do.
That's what's up. That's
Yeah.
what's up. And talk about that for a minute. Now are these bathing suits, lotions, are these what's the word I'm looking for? Like custom made, or is this from other people? Talk about the
Well,
items for a
most of them we have our own. We have our supplier. We have that, and eventually we're hoping to design our own bathing suits. But for now, we buy from a supplier, which is, I mean, we try to pick. I basically and my partner, we would look at different bathing suits and try to pick the ones that we think that our customers would love to wear. We try to get the chic ones. We try to get the modern ones. These are what we're looking for when we're purchasing swimsuits for our boutique. And
minute.
we also started to introduce a number of different things to our online boutique. We recently started to add high-end makeup, like different, face powders, lotion, foundation, lipsticks, and stuff like that. We're doing
Wow.
this. Yeah, we also do a little bit of jewelry, human hair, things like that. And we're hoping to open up a storefront in the Grenada area.
Hmm.
Grenada area. We're hoping to open up a storefront there very
Wow.
hopefully soon. We're hoping to
Wow.
do it. Yeah.
Talk a little bit about, since we're talking about entrepreneurship, talk about the importance of buying black. Our people have a hard time supporting and buying black. Talk about the importance of that right quick.
Well, when we look at our customers, we try not to look too much on color.
Okay.
Yeah, we try to focus on what's new, what's modern, what's fresh.
Okay.
That's what we try to focus on, not so much the color,
Okay.
because people, what I realize, is that everyone have their different, taste or the different type of stuff that they want to wear. But if you focus on the hip or the modern or the chic, I think, we so far we having success in that area because our merchandise, they sell so fast. It's like they can't people want people want them. There's a very high demand for sexify goods. We call our online boutique is called Sexify
Sexify.
swimwear,
Okay.
yeah, swimwear, because we think that there is a fashion vixen in in all of us, in every
Okay.
woman, just
Okay.
waiting to be discovered. We think that it's there, so we're trying to embrace that. We're trying to promote that. As women, we all are sexy in our own way. Doesn't matter our size or skin color, we are all sexy. So at Sexify Swimwear, we're trying to provide swimsuits that fits everyone.
Mm. Okay.
Yes, yes,
I apologize for that. This is clearly a business for everyone.
yes.
Okay. That's what's up. I like that. I like that. What gave you that motivation to get into that? What was that influence? Who influenced you to get into that business?
Well, it was my business partner. She's very young. Her name is Sarah Price, and she has an eye for things like that. And she came to me one time and she said, it would be nice if there was a swimsuit boutique in the Caribbean, online boutique in the Caribbean that provide for the women there. She said that to me, and then I thought about it. I thought that was a brilliant idea, so I was like, okay, let us just jump on this. And we
Wow.
did, and so far we have no complaints. Our clientele list is growing more and more each day. The demand, our store online boutique is we getting we're all over now. People know about us, these kinds of stuff. So we're very happy as to where we are right now. But
Okay.
as I said, we're trying and we're going to incorporate a wide variety of different things to Sexify Swimwear. We're going to incorporate a lot of different things, and we can't wait to open up our first storefront in this St. George's area in Grenada, and
Mm,
hopefully we're going to branch in different Caribbean islands as the plan.
that's what's up. I love it.
Thank
how
you.
how long you guys been in existence? When did it start?
Well, maybe about 9 months. We're pretty young. Yes, about 9 months. Yeah,
Wow. You said nine months.
yes,
Wow.
we try to promote our brand as our store as much as possible. So we use social media a lot.
Yes.
We have a Facebook page, we have an Instagram page, we have our own website. So customers can go there and look at the different things that we have available, and if they like it, they can purchase it.
Wow.
Yes.
That's what's
One of
up.
the
I like that.
yes, one of the things that I love about our boutique is that we have a very close relationship with our customers.
Okay.
When you call, we can take care of you. Sometimes you would even see one, worker. You would see someone who would come and drop off your stuff, or who would, you have that direct link with our staff. So that's one thing that I love about this boutique.
That's what's up. I love it. I
Thank you.
absolutely love it. Now, the
Thank you.
website that you gave me, is that the website for the boutique?
No, the boutique website is sexify.co.
Okay.
SEXCFY.co.
Let me see if I could put that up right quick. I want people to go there. Sexy X
SEXTFY. Mm-hmm.
X T.
TFY. Uh-huh. FTFY dot co.
Okay. I hope I got this right. Is that it?
SEXTFY.
FY. I
Yeah,
am so
SEX.
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You said SEX.
TFY
Okay. Dot
dot
co.
co. Yes.
Okay. Got it. Is that it?
Yes. That's us.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Right
Yeah.
there, people. Y'all see it right there at the bottom. Go
Yes.
there.
And we are on Facebook as well. And we are on Facebook and Instagram. So you can also find us there.
That's what's up. Now, any products for men?
No, we haven't gone there yet, but to we're hoping to supply, a few things for our men as well.
Okay.
They
'Cause
have been asking. They have been asking. So we're gonna probably start with the bathing trunks and the flip flops. We're gonna have something for them real soon.
okay. Okay. Don't leave the men out.
No, they're asking, and they are some of my biggest is supporters. Even when it comes to my books, men buy my books more than anything.
Okay. And let's
Yes,
and let's talk about your books. Um, 6 self-published books so
yes,
far.
so far, yes.
And I do need to say that because of our chat earlier before we went live, because a lot of people out there, believe it or not, are inspiring to be authors. And one thing that the question that I wanted to know was the process of how to write a book, because a lot of people like myself don't know that. And the one valuable thing that you said, and I thank you for sharing that, is do your research and get online and start looking for publishers. But what you said, self-publish. Talk about that for a minute. Self-publish and finding a publisher.
Well, basically, self-published is it's a process whereby you write your books. You do everything for your books.
Okay.
You write, you get you pay for it, you do everything for that book,
Okay.
and all the money comes back to you.
Yeah.
Everything that you make on the book comes back to you. That's what
Yes.
it's basically about. You would sell your books, and you don't have to worry about giving a dollar to whoever. You don't have to worry about that. So I choose to self-publish my books because when I started off, I knew nothing about writing a book,
Okay.
about publishing a book. I knew absolutely nothing, and I had to go out there and learn. And I've seen it, and I'm going to say to anyone who wants to write a book, it's a very, very tedious process.
Yes.
It's not easy, but you have to be focused and you have to go after if if that's what you truly want.
That's
So
what's up.
yeah, when you decide to write, you have to, as I said, you cannot have too much, high expectations. You have to have faith that it's going to work out. But sometimes a lot of us, we get into this whole writing thing, and we believe that our first book is going to be a bestseller. Even that's our hope, but we have to be realistic now, because first of all, no one knows about us as a writer. No one knows our name, or our ability, but no one knows. And if we're lucky, then our first book might be a bestseller. But
Yes.
realistically now, we have to deal with stuff.
Yeah.
For yeah, sometimes, as I said, the process is not easy. You have to promote yourself. You have
Yes.
to, there's a lot to do. So if, as I said, writing is something that you really want to do, you have to prepare yourself mentally. There's a lot of hard work ahead of you. You have to be prepared. Yes.
And in the beginning, you were saying as a young child, excuse me, you was reading books and you said something in that book was missing. And to this present day, like when you read books now, do you still have that mindset? Like, "No, I'm reading this and something
Yeah,
here is missing."
I do. I love a good story. I love a good story, and I read a lot.
Okay.
I do not try to. I try to read from different genres. I actually right now I'm reading a factual book on the mob. I'm reading that book
Okay.
right now. But, when I'm reading a book, as I said, because of the way my mind is, I'm so creative that I would immediately, start, trying to figure out the plot even before I'm deep in the book. I would
Mm,
try to figure it out, and
mm.
if the plot is what I expect, then I'll be like, yeah, that was a good book. But if not, then I'll be like, no, something is missing. They stray from the point. I can't help myself. It's just, yeah. When I read, I look for everything. I look for everything. But as I said, it's just a habit that I have, and
Yeah.
I always try to see, if it's a great book, I would applaud the writer. If it's a bad book, I'll be like, oh, maybe if she had went this way or he had went this way, it would have been a better read.
That's
That's what
what's
I
up. Now,
Mhm.
you said earlier before the show started, um, you were writing romance novels, but later switched over to children books.
Well, I wouldn't say switch.
You just
No,
tapped
yeah,
into
I just
another.
I just tapped into different genres.
Okay.
I started off writing romance novels, and this is my passion because I believe in love. I think love is amazing,
Beautiful.
even though it does not always turn out into this happily ever after. But I think
Yes.
love is an amazing feeling, and I would always write about it. I would always try to, in my book, I usually try to make my characters as strong as ever,
Mhm,
realistic as ever,
mhm.
but to always bring forth in my stories that love is there, it's real, and you can find your love, you can find your true love,
Yes.
you can. I always try to leave my readers with that belief. But
Wow.
as I started writing romance novel after I wrote my second book. I
Okay.
have a 11-year-old son, and he's my everything.
Wow.
And
That's
he
what's
would
up.
say to me, Mom, why can't you write me a book? Why can't you write me a book?
Oh.
And I'm like, honey, I don't know how to write a children's book. And he would be like, no, Mom, of course you know how to write. You can do it. And when I look at him and I saw the faith and the that he had in me, I went and I did my research. I took a
That's
few
what's up.
online courses, and I am putting the series together, a children's book series. So
Yes.
I came out with the first book in that series. It's called
Okay.
a Heart of Gold, and that's my little boy on the cover there.
Wow. Okay.
That's me.
Okay.
Yes,
All
yes.
right.
So I came out with the five part books in that series, A Heart of
Okay.
Gold, and it basically talks about things that children deals with on a regular basis, and I use the relationship that I have with my son to bring the characters alive. So so that's how I end up writing children's book. But
Wow.
romance is my first passion, and
Okay.
I also wrote my first factual book. I
Yes.
released it like 3 months ago,
Yes.
and it is called My Son Through My Eyes. My
Okay.
Son Through My Eyes. Yes, that's my first factual book, and I got the opportunity to work with this amazing woman, Mary's Isaac, and her son her son was diagnosed with cancer
Oh man.
at 2022, and
Okay.
I was able to write her story, and he died at around 26
Oh my
from
gosh.
cancer. So I was able to write her story and to basically talk about him from childhood to till his death, how she cared for him, and
Wow.
how she handled his death and where she is right now in her life. And
Hmm.
I'm telling you that that was one of the most rewarding books that I've written, because it just show you that the unconditional love that is there between a mother and a child. And I can relate to it. I can relate to it because I have a son as well. So it was a very emotional book to write, and
Yeah.
I'm very happy. That's one of my best work ever. I'm happy that I did it for her, and
Yeah.
it's called My Son Through My Eyes.
That's what's up.
Yes.
I like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did you still communicate with the young lady
Which
after
one?
the book?
Yeah, well, yes, I do. It's a lady. As I said, she's an amazing person, and
Okay.
she have she means a lot to me. She means a lot to me, and I'm thankful every single day that I got the opportunity to know her, to learn from her, and to just be in her presence. I'm happy for that.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Now, children books. You said there's one book. You have the book out now.
Yes.
Um, my Heart of Gold.
Yes. This is
That's
it. Yes. Yes.
and second book is on the way, right? It should be out
Yes.
around Christmas, correct?
Yes. Yes.
And
It, it
what's
it's gonna be called There's a Bully in My Class.
oh okay.
Yes, and book one, A Heart of Gold, talks about moving, parents, starting over, the death in a family. How a child cope with those things. This is what book one is about.
Okay.
Yeah, so book two is starting over in a new school and bullying and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I always try to talk about issues that, as I told you before, that children deals with on a regular basis.
Wow.
So that series is going to focus on that. So book
Okay.
one, book one, the missing letters is going to be. It was about starting over, as I said, a death in a family,
Okay.
and the death of a parent, sorry, and starting over as a single parent and stuff like that in a new city. This is the first one. Book two is There's a Bully in My Class. It's going to talk about bullying and how, as parents and adults, how we deal with it. And I'm gonna
Okay.
book three. I already have book three in mind. It's gonna talk a little bit about people, touching you inappropriately, stuff like that. So every book
Wow.
is gonna be based on something that kids deal with. And from that series, A Heart of Gold, I'm thinking about doing books for the same series, but it's like for kids under 5. This book is
Okay.
for children 8 to 14.
Okay.
But I'm
Okay.
trying to do like the under 5, like the coloring books with the same character, coloring books with numbers, things like that. With Neo, that's the character in the book. Neo, the
Neo.
character,
Okay. Okay.
teaching the kids, younger kids under 5, how to count, how to color, how to match, stuff like that. Yes.
Wow. Wow. That's oh my god. That is awesome.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
love the children book idea. Also the romance novels and the other book that you wrote. Talk about the the inspiration to write.
Um,
When you sit down, I hear that you said that you're a very creative person. But when you begin to write, what is that process? What do you do to prepare to write?
Well, as I said, sometimes I would lay in my bed, and maybe this may sound funny, but I would lay in my bed and I would think about a story plot in my head.
Wow.
Some people will go to sleep thinking about all kinds of stuff, but I go to sleep with a story thought in my head.
Okay.
If somebody did something to me, or if I've been in a relationship or whatever, and I had issues there, I would try to swing a storyline around that.
Okay.
All my books, the children's book is a relationship between me and my son.
Yes.
The romance novels, they're all about life, not just my life. I listen to people. One of the things that I love to do is to just have an audience with, old people and just listen to their views on life, what they've been
Mm-hmm.
through and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And all those things give me ideas as to what to write, how I should. Or sometimes if I see something, a relationship, I heard about a relationship that gone bad or whatever, or ended, unhappily, I would think about if it went the right way, how it would have been. And then a plot will come to my head eventually. So
That's what's up.
yeah, so when it comes to writing, I think anything inspires me, anything human inspires me, but d- different books, different inspiration. My son, the inspiration being the children's book, the
Yes.
romance novel, my inspiration there is the belief in love, believe that is amazing, believe that is great. And sometimes I hear people cry all those sad story, this man was this woman was this, and I want to show them that yes, that may be the case, but it's still there. Love is still good and pure. It was made by God. That's all, so it has to be good. So I don't want us as human beings to stray from that point that we're meant to love. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Don't give up on love. It doesn't matter what you've been through. Don't give up on love. It's just an amazing thing.
I say one bad apple don't spoil the bunch.
Exactly. Exactly.
There's somebody out there that going to treat you. I mean, take time. I mean,
Yeah.
especially if you speaking of love, I mean, if you broke up with someone, you just think that, oh, I would never find love again. Nah, that's not true. So
Exactly.
yeah, we're gonna take
Well,
this quick. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, I think I share your views as well. There might be dull moments in love, but it's there, and when it's right, it's right. It's amazing. So I always try to bring that point out in my books, and they're not just romance. They're suspense romance. There's always an exciting thrill to it.
Yes.
All of my books talk about different things. One like Forever, Destined to Devil in Disguise deals with fraud. The character there, he was involved in embezzling of funds and the owing the IRS and stuff like that. So there's a story that you can learn in
Ooh,
everything there. In
okay.
everything, it's not just the love, the hug and the kiss, because life is so much more than a hug and a kiss. It's about the daily lifestyle, of the characters, and I try to make my characters, especially the women, as strong. People said that when they read my books, they see me in them. I don't know. That's what they say, because I try to make my characters strong,
That's
because
what's
I
up.
believe women, we have so much strength in us.
Yes.
Sometimes you're amazed at the amount of strength that a woman has when she put her mind to it. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
one of my books to depict, so to show that kind of strength in women.
That's what's up. We're gonna take this quick break. Coming back more with my special guest tonight, Miss Sally McGuire. That's right, entrepreneur and author. So don't go nowhere. Got to pay the bills right quick. So come back. All right.
Do you love eggs at 11 a.m., but you don't have nobody to take you to brunch? Well, guess what? I got news for you. Let's day drink and have bad table manners and wake up late, all while you watch Leaf and Edigga cut it up each week talking about hot, popular, trending topics you can watch on Facebook, on Charm City Direct TV, or the Young Black Panthers Network. It is premiering August 2nd at 11 a.m.
That's right. You can check out Brunching with Edigga and Lise every Friday morning at 11 o'clock a.m. right here on Charm City Direct TV. Make sure you check it out. Awesome guest. And of course, me and Lise just cut it up. Talking about trending topics, pop culture, little bit of politics, not too much. Hey, make sure you tune in for Brunching with Edigga and Lise. Tonight, people, I have the pleasure of talking to an amazing, amazing entrepreneur and author, Miss Sally McGuire. Ladies and gentlemen, what can I say? I am blown away. She has just inspired me. She has raised the notch, so to speak, for me to get my book started. Don't know the title. Don't even know what I'm gonna write about, but she has given me the inspiration and the motivation to get started. And I hope that she inspired some of you out there who are looking to write a book, whether it's fictional, non-fictional, your autobiography, who knows, whatever it is that you want to write about. Now, talk about that for me. I know that a lot of people ask you for your advice or your know-how. So when those people approach you, what do you say to those people? What kind of advice do you say or give to those people?
Well, statistics says that 85% of people wants to write a book.
Okay.
85, that's a big number. 85% of people wants to write a book, but
Okay.
only about 2% actually write a book, publish that book. Okay.
Oh, okay.
The reason why this number is so small is because as I said before, the process is very tedious. It's a long process. But if it's something that you desperately want to do, my advice to you is to just keep on doing it. And do not try to put yourself in a box or follow any kind of particular format as to how to write a book. Everybody's style is different. If you want to write, just write. Write down everything. Just let your mind, as I said, and your pen just write. Just write. Do it. And when you're done writing, then you can think about editing, grammar, spelling, stuff like that. Then you can think about that. And when
I
you're
I
done
gotta.
with it, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And when you're done with that, then you can shop around for a publishing agent or a company or whoever you want to publish your book with.
I kind of figured that. I said just get the main objective down first.
Mm.
Right. Just write it.
Yeah, because if you're thinking about spelling, every sentence you write, you would have to probably go to the dictionary, probably got it. You write first of all, and then you do your, if you want to write, do your research, right? They all come, they go hand in hand, research and writing. You want to
That's what's
write
up.
about, if you want to write about the politics, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The American politics,
Mm-hmm.
you do your research. And then you would find out about different things, the laws, the constitution, things like that. Do your research, and then you just write.
Yeah.
You have to have a knowledge as to what you're writing about.
Yes.
So research is very important.
Very
Like
important.
I said, spellings and grammar, those things are secondary. Just get an idea, you have an idea, research, do your research, and just write away. When you're done, you can focus on those things, editing and things like that.
Is it safe to say that it's almost like a step by step? You write out a guideline, so to speak. Of course, first you gotta write.
Yes.
Gotta write it out.
Doesn't matter how. You can write it in a notebook, you can write it on a computer, whatever suits you. You can write it there.
And then after you write, you go back, you look at the punctuation, you look at misspelled words, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, of course, you start to look for your publisher or decide whether you want to self-publish this book or
how do you want to do it? Yes.
Yeah. Wow, that's incredible. I love that. Now, the website that you gave me, the first website, is that the website that you can purchase your books?
No, my books are all over. They're all over. Amazon.com,
Okay.
all over online. Barnes and Noble is online. Anything that sells books is there. eBay.
Okay.
It's all over, worldwide. All my books.
Wow. Okay.
And it's not just paperback. You can also find the e-versions. You can find the Kindle, the new versions online as well. Yeah,
great,
they're all
great.
over. Yeah.
Now, my next question is, what's next for you? What's next for your entrepreneur business? what's next for your author?
Well, I have a lot of different things in the mix, but for right now, I'm trying. The boutique is doing fine, so my focus is not 100% there.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
other things. So I'm looking forward to put out my children's book for the season, the Christmas season.
Okay.
I also want to do a YouTube channel with, I love to cook. Try love to cook. If you check out my website and my Facebook pages, you will see a whole bunch of different things that I cook. I would like to do a cookbook one day. And currently, I'm also training to do. There's some surprising things that I want to surprise. I have a few surprise up my sleeves, so I'm not gonna say too much.
Don't want to give all the details out.
There's a lot of things that it's in the working for me.
Okay.
And I'm excited. But listen, I'm excited. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. That is so
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you.
Last but not least, what is that one thing that you need to tell people out there to inspire them or get them motivated to start their own business or get that book ready? What is that one thing that you will tell a person to do?
Well, on my website, destinedtolove.com, I blog.
Okay.
I blog daily there, okay? I blog about different issues that we as human beings, we go through. I try to encourage, I try to motivate, I try to do all of those things on my website. And what I would say to anybody who wants to start a business, who wants to write books, who wants to do something, they want to go after their dream, I would say to them, it's not easy work. But if it's something that you really want to do, you can do this. Have a plan. Don't be afraid to take risk. I would say those things to them. Have a plan and go after it with everything that you got. Because I'm telling you, the most rewarding feeling of all is when you do something that you always wanted to do, you see it working out, that feeling is just amazing.
That's what's up.
I was doing the working stuff, doing the school and just working just to pay my bills. And then I said to myself, this is not what life is about. I'm missing out on going after my dreams and stuff like that, So then I started doing that, and then I'm happier. I'm in a better place. I have a lot of stuff that I can teach my son. I can teach him never to give up. I can teach him dreams do come true. I can teach him hard work pays off. I cannot just read those things, just say those things as if I read in a magazine or I hear, somebody say. I can actually say it and mean it. He can learn just by looking at me. So that is very important to me. So you have a dream, go after it with everything that you have, but you must have a plan. Planning is very important. And if you tried a couple of times and it didn't work out and you desperately want to do it, then go for it. But if you're trying to see it's not working out, think about why it's not working out. Develop a different strategy. And then you go forth.
That's what's up.
Yes, this thing called life is amazing.
Very amazing.
It's not easy.
No.
Twists and turns along the way.
Yes.
That is how we deal. It's how we cope with all of those things that is going to say, is going to speak out or is going to preach. Are you a victim? Are you a survivor? Are you victorious? Are you all of those things?
Yes.
So my advice, as I said, with life, I would just give advice on life. It's not easy, but it's what we make it. We can do anything that we want to do. We can do anything that we put our mind to. But we have to believe in ourselves. We have to be ready for disappointments. We have to be ready for a lot of those things. A lot of the lemons that life throws at us, we have to be ready.
Yeah.
But when we get our success, it's going to be worth it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Miss Sally McGuire, I want to say first and foremost, thank you for coming on the show. It has been an absolute pleasure. I have learned something today. And I'm almost certain that people out there have learned as well. It was such a delight to have you on the show to talk about your business and to talk about the importance of being an author, for real.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Where can people find you?
I'm on Facebook, Sally McGuire.
Okay.
My author's page on Facebook as well called Destined to Love.
Okay.
I have my website, destinedtolove.com.
Okay.
You can find a whole bunch of stuff there about me.
All
I'm
right.
on Instagram, Sally McGuire. I am on my business. It's on social media as well, Sexify Swimwear. We're all over.
All right.
And my books, they're all on Amazon.com and all other online distributors.
That's what's up. I love
Thank
it.
you.
Thanks again for coming on the show. Definitely can't wait to hear about all the new things that you got coming out.
Thank you for having me. I do appreciate you having me here tonight, and
It's,
I'm looking forward to chat with you sometime soon.
sure. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Everybody, that was Sally McGuire, entrepreneur and author. I want to say it has been an absolute pleasure talking to her, letting her tell you about her entrepreneurial venture and her author venture as well. Make sure you support. Keyword right now, people, is support. Go to the websites, go to Amazon, look her up, get those books. Make sure you purchase the books. Support. That's the name of the game. Hey, this has been Let's Talk with Edigga right here in the studios of Charm City Direct TV. Make sure you tune in next Friday at 8 p.m. right here on Charm City Direct TV. If you don't know how to get to Charm City Direct TV, it's real simple. You can go to facebook.com/Charm City Direct TV. And if you can't seem to go there, you could go on over to Ordinary People Media, YBP Network. It's all over. You can't seem to, not see me. You like the hand thing, don't you? Hey, you've been great as always. Thank you. That's it. That's all. Peace.